Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Listen, it is your host, Monique Denton of Sis Table Talk. This is a special episode. Let me move back a little bit so I can get in the camera good. This is a special episode. First of all, I'm excited because there are two very special women on the broadcast with me this evening. And when I say special, we have I call her my big sis, my big sister. Miss Goodman, Beatrice Goodman, who is not only a friend to Sis Network, but also an author in two of our anthologies. We have my other sister, Sister Joy Williams of Souljoy Wellness, the founder, and we are talking about minority health, and we're also talking about minority health and wellness. So I'm not going to do most of the talking tonight because I have two experts. And when I say experts, I mean highly educated, credentialed, okay, business owners, entrepreneurs, and women who have been in the community in this area for years and really making an impact. So first, I'd like to turn the mic over to Miss Joy Williams of Souljoy Wellness. Miss Williams, can you just tell us a little bit about minority health? Tell us about Souljoy Wellness. What's going on? What are the updates? And what can we expect this Saturday?
Well, first, thank you for having us. Thank you for having us. So Souljoy Wellness, I started it because when I was 23, I was diagnosed with atrial fibrillation, which is an irregular heartbeat and something that mostly senior citizens get. So I went to a lot of health fairs and I learned about all the health disparities that we have. You name it, we have it, right? We have it worse. So, and then Souljoy Wellness is one of my responses in trying to help us to be more healthy, so we can have better outcomes, so we can live healthy lives and be better advocates for ourselves, and also to let us know, because a lot of times we don't know about the things that are happening. And everybody knows in general that you should eat well and exercise, but that's not fun and exciting. So we try to have events that are engaging and fun. They're faith, fitness, and fun is what we say. So Saturday, we're having a self-care Saturday, and that will be a lot of fun. It's at Roosevelt Public Library for the first time, and it'll be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So we hope people will show up. It'll be a variety of activity, and Miss Beatrice Goodman will be one of the presenters, and she's one of my partners, and I've known her for a long time too. So it'll be great. So some of what she's doing is some dance fitness and some praise dance fitness and some streamer dance fitness. I don't know, Beatrice, what do you call it?
So good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Monique, for having us, my sister friend, and my partner and friend, Joy. So it's called meditation. So it's a way to connect yourselves and remove yourself at the same time from levels of stress that we currently are facing on a day-to-day basis. A lot of us don't even recognize that we're facing stress and high levels of stress. And so we continue to function in the midst of, but this is a way for you to get away and do it with fun. So it's a streamer meditation kind of movement and dance combination where we get to work out, as the young ladies told me last week. They're like, oh, we really, really got to work our guns out. Our arms are sore, girl. What did you do to us for like 2 days? So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this Self-Care Saturday. We've been doing these concurrently since 2020. We hit with these when the pandemic started in a way to kind of get people connected and to be able to adjust while in the midst of a feared time. So.
Yes. And you know what I love? And for those that are listening, can you put in the chat for me, faith, fitness, and fun? Okay, so we talked about fitness. I don't know how much fun the fitness part sounds. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for that, but
it's going to be fun. You'll be surprised.
I'm thinking about Zumba. I went to one Zumba class, and 10 minutes in, I'm like, okay, I don't know if I can do this, but I'm going to try. So let's talk about the faith part. I saw on the flyer that there's also going to be a book club and just different events, praise dance. So how do you tie faith into these type of events? And then why is it important to tie that in?
It started because I went to a lot of faith-based things, or they said they were faith-based, and there was really no faith in them. They were really faith-placed. So that's what I call them, faith-placed. So they have a bunch of people who have similar faith or faith in general, and they just say they're faith-based. So really, it part of it is just to open the conversation that you are safe to talk about your faith in these spaces. And then so much of what we do is because of our faith, and our faith helps us to get to the next level. So we want to make sure that we talk about it. So the book club is TD Jake's book, When Women Pray. So that'll be one of the discussions, and we always start off with prayer and a meditation, which is like a mini sermon that to get us motivated. And it is a unique space because a lot of people talk about faith as an afterthought. It comes up because more of us, we over index if we look at the data and saying that we are people of faith. So it comes up in our conversations. We are comfortable talking about it, but people have yet to be really comfortable at putting it in the agenda. Even when other organizations meet, the most they'll have is a prayer at the beginning and a prayer at the end, but we can weave it throughout. So that's what we try to do, is to make it so it is our whole life.
Wow.
And to add to that, when you think about it, to be well, we're talking about wellness and that sort of thing. If you're not mind, body, and spirit whole, then you're not really well, right? And so that faith piece comes in because that helps us with that soul part. That helps us to make that third layer of the connection that for us to be complete and well.
Wow. So that's really good. Now, this event, is there a specific age group? Is it for men and women, everyone in the community, or is this primarily for women?
I mean, it's open to everyone. Our events usually attract more women than men, except in August we'll have one that's focused on men. But it's open to everyone, and usually we have a few men in the audience, but more women show up, and more women in general, I think, do these wellness activities. So and it ranges in age from it's typically adults of all ages. So the youngest adults to the senior of seniors.
And
Wow.
just so I can add to that, one of the events that we did maybe a couple of months ago, where there were some men who did participate, afterwards, they did make note that it was something that men don't generally do, but them being there put them in a space and made them really feel connected. So although it's not something that they attend on a routine basis, when they do come out and participate, they find the connection and it helps them as well.
Wow. So now, what are some other things that we can expect in Saturday's event?
Well, there should be a good number of people. So you'll have a good community of people who will really provide lots of information, and there'll be breakfast food, and then there'll be other presentations. We have Essence of Pishon, which is Jill Williams and Valerie O'Connor, who Jill Williams is my sister and her business partner. So they do healthy products, and they will make a presentation as well. We'll have Deborah Wortham, who is the superintendent of schools of Roosevelt, as well as a pastor, and she'll be presenting. And who else am I leaving out? And of course, Beatrice. And then we're also launching our wellness challenge. So we'll be collecting names so people can sign up, and then we'll probably start. I think the start date is like the second week of May. So I think May 15th, and then we'll do a challenge. So, oh yeah. And I know who else. I mean, Selena Washington, who's a physical therapist. She will also be she'll be demonstrating some things and the modalities of physical therapy, and she'll be sharing that, and she'll be doing some demonstrations so that we know how we can help to make ourselves even better in healthy ways. So we always have fun. We're a fun bunch of people, and then we mix it up all the time. So the schedule this time will be different than the schedule next time. It's always different.
And I just want to add, because I saw it on the flyer, this is a free event.
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
Okay, free to the community. Why is it important for minorities, especially, and women of color, women of a certain age? Why is it important for us to show up? I think when I think about it for myself, I think about just the education and then just the support, to be around a group of educators in health and wellness, that'll give us the information that we need. But for the community at large, why is it important that we as the Black community, that we show up on Saturday?
One of the things that we learned from COVID is it became really apparent to people about the disparities that we're suffering from, and getting together in this environment helps to reduce some of those impacts of the social determinants of health. So when we get together in community, that is a stress relief, just doing that. And then we learn more about how we can take better care of ourselves. And we need to make some behavioral changes. So some of those things are easier to do in community, and to have fun and excitement with community makes it easier. And then repetition on learning it and repetition on doing it. So people who have been with us before will have done the Beatrice's streamer meditation, and they will see these things and they'll do it again, and it makes it more a part of us. So as a community, we can all get better together, and we also we'll be sharing other information that people can help to take with them, so they can help to improve their health overall.
And also the opportunity for the connectedness, right? The ability to be able to come together as a larger group and body, to understand that we all at some point are challenged with or facing the same sort of things. And that gives you another sense of belonging and camaraderie there. And so that's another addition to it.
Wow. Thank you so much. I am looking forward to Saturday. I know everyone is. Listen, if you have not registered, you can register. What is the website? Where can we go to register? Where can we find out more information? And then can you just give us the location again?
Sure. It is Roosevelt Public Library, which I believe is 275 Nassau Road. Am I right, Beatrice? I think.
Yeah.
And then it's easiest to find us on social media. And I'm looking at it right now. I could tell you the link for the URL for the website, but I can't think of it right now. But it is we're at Souljoy Wellness on social media, and you can find the link there. But if you can't even register, you can still show up. We will let you in. We'll definitely do that. And the link for it, I found it, is selfcare April 2023.eventbrite.com. That's where you can register.
Thank you so much. So if you go to Eventbrite, you can type in Self-Care 2023. The event is this Saturday, Roosevelt Public Library. Ms. Goodman, Ms. Williams, thank you so much. I look forward to the event. I look forward to continuing the conversation and being a part of whatever it is that we can do here at the CIS Network to improve health in the minority community. Listen, everyone, thank you for joining us. Have a great night. We hope to see you on Saturday. If you're in New York and Nassau County, join us at the Roosevelt Public Library to learn more about health and wellness. Remember, it is faith, fun, and fitness. Have a good night.
Good night.